So here in California, things are starting to open, and I know some of you are starting to sign up, prepare, think about shows, in-person shows like craft fair, conventions, or pop-ups. So I wanted to put this video out there before that starts to go into full gear. And I wanted to share with you 5 life-changing things that I take to almost every show with me now. The first thing I want to share with you guys is your own portable basic microwave. So it looks like this. It's called Hot Logic Mini, and it has a heating plate at the bottom of this basic lunch pail looking thing, and it has a plug. So what I do is I might put some pre-made food in a microwave safe container, and I'll throw it in here. The only downside is it does take a little bit of time. Maybe like if you are used to microwave something for 20 minutes, it may take double the time. So it will probably take an hour to get fully cooked, but this thing heats it up insanely well. It gets super warm. It retains the heat really well within the box. So it definitely allows you to have a warm meal wherever you have a plug. And if you're at a convention where you don't have power, you can even find a wall plug to plug it in and then just leave it there for a little while. Make sure someone's looking over it so someone doesn't put anything weird in it. Or I'm gonna show you a battery pack later on in this video that would go great with this mini portable lunchbox. I also use these at hotels that don't have microwaves in them. This has come in really handy if, for say, we go out to eat and I have some leftovers and I the next morning want to eat it, but I don't want to go all the way downstairs to the cafeteria or whatever, and they don't have a microwave inside the hotel room for whatever reason. I can also use this, and I've put this on airplanes before. It has never been stopped by the TSA or the people. It's great to have around, and I definitely bring these if I feel like the area I'm gonna vend at has really expensive food and I just want to bring something for myself. Sometimes even travel events, I will go to a grocery store and buy groceries to cook myself, and I can just cook it in here really quick. So this is a great option for travel shows, drive-to shows, any shows basically that you're going to. One of the biggest things I hear a lot about is, what do I do with my merchandise if I'm going to a multi-day show? So I see a lot of people haul all their merchandise back home after one night of a convention and haul it all back the next day. And this is very common for people to do. But I like to keep my stuff at the convention because I don't like moving my suitcases around. I'm gonna introduce you to bike locks and suitcase locks. So I don't know why people don't do this more personally, but this is something like I cannot live without now. So if you're traveling to any show, I personally always bring suitcases. It doesn't matter if I'm driving to the show, it doesn't matter if I'm on an airplane and I naturally have a suitcase. I just will always bring at least 2 suitcases. And then with the suitcases, I will bring a normal suitcase lock, the approved TSA locks, super normal. You will probably put it on your suitcase anyways if you're traveling. And I leave these on overnight on the suitcases. So if they're trying to steal my stuff, they need to bring something to break into these locks. But it's not enough just locking your suitcase with the TSA lock. How do you keep them from rolling your suitcase away, right? So we started locking our suitcases to the tables at the conventions or at the shows. So if you're at a show, they might supply tables, or you might bring your own tables, but usually on all tables that are provided, they have some kind of metal contraption that will connect the legs to the table, and you can lock your suitcase. We usually lock this on either the pull-out handles or just the regular handles to one of the metal parts of the table. So your suitcase is bike locked to the table, and locked using the TSA lock. I've never had issues of theft after using these two systems, and that is gonna be my secret. My second secret need to brings for you. So let me know if you actually do this, or if you're interested in trying this, or if you are excited about not having to bring your suitcase home every single night. But this has been super helpful for us personally, and I hope it is for you too. So we'll bring 2 bite locks, 1 for each suitcase, and 2 TSA locks, 1 for each suitcase. The third thing I'm gonna introduce you to is these elastic straps. Now, I haven't seen anybody use these before. So for reference, I personally bring a lot of stuff in shoe containers or cardboard boxes, or even if you're just bringing it in a plastic bin, you can still strap it just to make extra sure it doesn't snap open during travel. So let me show you how these work. And these straps come in 3 sizes. One of them does have a handle, which actually makes it really easier to move around. So if you guys have been watching my videos, these are what I use to display my stickers and move my stickers around. And let me show you how I strap these together. So this is one of the biggest size that they have. And it does have a handle, as you can see. So after you strap it together, it creates a nice handle for you. So you basically put the strap like so in here, and then it tightens just by pulling, like right there. And then it has a Velcro system where it Velcros onto itself. And there you go. You guys can see how this works. So you can either just put one on there and have this handy dandy like handle system, or you can just like grab your boxes pre-Velcro strapped and move it around like this. And it also has an extra benefit of making sure it doesn't like snap open, and you don't have to tape it shut, which I used to do and was such a pain. So you just unvelcro it and then free it from its confines. So this is the long one. I don't actually know how long it can go, but I'll post all 3 straps in the link below, just so you have a few options. And this is the medium-sized strap. This one does not have a handle, but it's great for just closing boxes if you need. So similarly, you put it through this awesome like thing, and you tighten it, and then it Velcros on itself. So that's how I secure all my boxes for travel, with these cool Velcro straps that tighten here and are easy to remove, so you don't have to deal with tape or anything, like so. And it just removes like that. Boom! And it can be reused. And then there's a small, teeny tiny version for small things. Here's the small one. I think this will also fit this one. It like barely fits on this box. Yeah, see, it's a little bit smaller, but you can still strap it like that. So these straps are definitely really cool and super helpful, mostly if you're using cardboard boxes or shoe boxes or even little jewelry boxes, because sometimes my jewelry box used to snap open in my suitcase, and these tiny ones, you can put it around the jewelry boxes and they will not come open inside your suitcase and create a mess. I'll put the link for where you can get these in the description below as well. The fourth item is something that a lot of people use, a lot of people don't think anything about it. It's actually suitcase straps. So this is just a very normal suitcase strap, but I personally use it in a very unique way. So I personally would advise you to choose a very bright suitcase strap, And the first benefit of these is you tie around the suitcase, so when it comes out of the terminal, you can immediately recognize your suitcase. It's such a pain trying to find your suitcase amongst the sea of suitcases. So definitely find yourself a suitcase strap. And it has an added benefit of keeping your suitcase closed and safe from bursting. The third secret way I use these suitcase straps is to create what I call a suitcase train. So for anybody who knows me, who has convention with me, you'll know what I'm talking about. But on the upside, I'm also gonna show you in this video how to use these, how you as a one-person traveler can easily move 3 suitcases all by yourself. Here's the suitcase train I was talking about, and as you can see, I alone can pretty much move all 3 easily. Just as a note, this works best if the suitcases go in decreasing size order. Same size suitcase may be slightly harder to pull. So your strap is initially going to be around your suitcase. You'll want to remove it and then change it to the smallest length it can go. Like so. Then the first step is to loop it around the first suitcase pull-out handle. Then put both sides underneath the top handle. From there, one side of the strap goes under the handle of the suitcase you want to drag, and then you buckle your strap closed. Then you basically got a 2 suitcase train all ready to go. Now let's test it out here. Not bad, pretty easy to pull, even on a slope. Now if you want to add a 3rd suitcase, you do the same thing. The strap should be the smallest it can go. You'll want to loop it behind now the 2nd suitcase pull-out handle. Put it underneath the 2nd top handle. Then one side goes under the suitcase handle you want to pull, and then you buckle it. Now you got 3 in your suitcase train. Not too bad, pretty fast to do. And check that out. Just look out for the whiplash when you go around corners. So the 5th item I basically can't live without anymore is my portable Wi-Fi. So I got this from Verizon, and they do have plans for something like this. This can probably give Wi-Fi to 4 to 5 different devices. It does have to be charged a lot because the more devices that are on it, the more it runs out of batteries. But this thing has saved me so many times. I do advise you, like secretly advise you, to find a different provider than the one you're using for your phone. So there's been a lot of cases where I don't have service on Verizon, but AT&T has service for some reason, and then vice versa. So it kind of gives you an option of always having a either hotspot or a portable Wi-Fi hotspotter like this that will work regardless of where you are. But I wasn't smart like that, and I use Verizon for both of mine. But yeah, these little contraptions, they are great because they is basically a portable Wi-Fi. I'm not really sure what it's called technically, but I know a lot of people at shows do have these. I always see the little codes pop up on my phones when I'm trying to connect to my own. But these are super great for if you are going to any convention and for some reason they either charge you for Wi-Fi or they don't have available Wi-Fi there. And it really takes a heavy toll on your phone plans if you're just hotspotting all the time. So this is actually a money saver to prevent that from happening, to prevent you from going over your data on your phone plans if you're hotspotting, or to prevent you from getting throttled for using too much data. You can take these onto the plane. You can even use them at the airport or at any hotels or restaurants that you go to. So great little option. And it's been super important to me because I use Square primarily for my all my transactions. So I always have access to processing my Square. But for those who don't know, if you ever do have issues finding Wi-Fi, you can always use Square offline mode. It's very frowned upon because they don't do the check to make sure the payment goes through, so you might have issues with payments, but if you are very desperate, Square does allow you to do transactions off of the internet. But otherwise, have one of these so you don't have to do that. And just as a cute little tidbit, I got these from Berber and they fit my little Wi-Fi thing like perfectly. And it's Haru, so I can bring Haru to all my shows as well. So you guys get a little bonus section of something that I can't live without when I go to drive-to shows. So I didn't really include this in the list because it is not something you can bring onto planes. But if I'm going to any convention, show, pop-up, craft fair, even wholesale events, I will bring my portable battery charger, what is it called? I will bring my portable power bank. This thing is amazing. I've used it at shows that basically did not have power for some reason that were at night. And just as a reference, I can stick 6 lights onto this little baby and it will last for 6 hours, which is basically almost the whole duration of a usual show. So this thing lasts a really long time and I will bring it to most events that I drive to. And this includes wholesale shows. This will prevent you from having to spend money on electric whatevers if they charge that, or even you don't even need to request electric anything. It has one regular plug, it has 2 USB plugs, so I will bring a power strip and then just plug everything on the power strip, and it'll actually last a really long time. And just remember to charge it every single night so you make sure it's at full power all the time. And there's a little display on there that shows you what percentage it's at so you can monitor it as you need throughout the show day. These are great items for people who have gone to shows many times or people who are new. So hopefully you find some of these items interesting or helpful to you. Let me know which one you are most excited about, or if you have used one of these items before at the show, what do you think about it? Thank you so much for watching my video and I hope you like it. If you do, I hope you subscribe, click the alert bell, leave a comment below. We will have an upcoming video, or if it's already out, it'll be linked on the side here, of the ultimate checklist guide for convention, craft fair, pop-up traveler list. So be sure to look out for that when it's out. Until then, here's another view of how I put together my suitcase train.